What's going on, everybody? It's DJ. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking an early look at the Case IH axial-flow 250 series combine harvester by custom modding for all platforms. This is an early preview, meaning that the mod is not out yet. This video is just here to show you what you can expect to see once it is released. There's going to be 3 different combine harvesters with this pack. You have the 7250, the 8250, and the 9250 series, along with the 3162 Teraflex 45-foot Draper header. For the sake of clarity, I do want to let you guys know that Custom Modding did send this mod over for the sake of this preview, and I want to thank them for the opportunity to show you this beautiful mod pack. If you'd like to check out Custom Modding and see what else they're up to, I'll leave some links in the description to the social media accounts. That way you could follow them on your preferred platform. By the way, I do make early mod reviews and map tours like this one quite often, so get subscribed to the channel if you're new. That way you never miss any future videos here on the channel. There is an extremely long list of customization options for the 250 series, but might as well just show you guys, huh? So let's jump right in and check it out in the store. Mods and DLCs, we have the Case IH axial-flow 250 series. The version that comes on the mod hub very likely will not have the custom modding branding on the top left hand corner. This is normally something that they do when they upload to their own website or things like that, and they've included that with the review versions. So I think maybe the fun part would just be to start with the biggest one, the 9250. With this one, we have 634 horsepower, variable transmission, 1200 liters fuel, 18 mile per hour max speed, holds 14,408 liters. However, we could change that up, and it weighs almost 24 tons. Axle length is going to be in the very back. We have standard 140 and 144 inches. This is just like in real life where you can get it there. It's not just spread axle or not. They actually have the link there for you guys. GPS antenna receiver. So you can throw the 327 on there. You can also throw in cab as well, or back to standard again. Attachers on the very back, we have standard. We have the Lakota rear attachment, just back and forth between those. Do keep in mind, you still get a trailer hitch, but if you want one that's a little bit cooler, go with that one right there. Dealer decals, these are going to be on the very front. You can add just a little itty bitty decal right there. I think they have said that this is a specific place, the Bane Welker logo. So that's there if you want it. I'm not sure if Giants will allow them to have that there, but it is very cool to see that. Grain tanks. Now, here we have a total of, I believe, 9 different grain tanks. So we have, starting with the HC manual EXT, then we go up with the big top attachment on top of that. So that's going to go up to 18,324 liters. Then we're back down to the HC power, which brings us about down to 14,408. And then we get to throw a Demco version on there. Yeah, the big Demco tip top, 17,050 liters. We have the hide covers. These are going to be up to 14,408. We also have the Demco CIH XL grain tank. This gives us a 16,210 liter capacity. So kind of in the middle right there. We also have the Demco with the big top, bringing us to 19,733. You could even go with the D's Welding grain tank, 24,667 liters. She's big. Oh yeah, and you can throw a tarp on there if you want to. This mimics the standard version, giving you a standard amount. So if it's raining or something like that, you want to be a little bit more realistic, you can go with that if you want to. Spreaders, we have a stock spreader on the very back. This is what it's looking like. And you can go with a fine chopper if you want to. I believe the fine chopper is what we've got base games, but you don't have to use that if you don't want to. Oversized signs, we've got no and yes. Doesn't add anything on the front or on the sides. However, we do get a nice oversized loading sign on the very back. Pipe, we have, I think it's 8 different pipe options from 30, 40, and 50. There's a lot going on here, and you could do folding. So here we have the 40-foot static pipe number 1, pipe number 2, 30-foot static number 1 and number 2. These are just going to put different tips on there. 50-foot static, that's a massive pipe, and then 40. Now we get into the folding. So these are going to be just standard, so 40-foot folding, 50-foot folding, and then back down. So no 30-foot folding pipe, just a heads up there. I'm sure you guys are making a bunch of jokes right now. Laugh it up in the comment section. Moving on, numbers, we have none, and then you can go 1 through 9. So if you're running, I don't know, 9 of these, well, you can number them so you know which ones are which. That's pretty sweet. Wheel setups. Now, here's the interesting thing. We've got Goodyear and Michelin tires possible on here, and these are going to be changed via just cycling through. You don't actually select Goodyear or Michelin, so they're all just kind of pre-selected for you. However, they have said that there's over 300 combinations. Now, I don't know if this is 300 combinations between the 3 tractors or if it's going to be 300 individually, but I'm willing to take a look. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Oh, goosebumps just looking at it. So starting off, we're just kind of cycle through. Every option, by the way, has a regular or a rear wheel assist. So either 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Rear wheel assist, you guys know how it is. So we'll just go through the standards. We'll just take a look at kind of the front to the side a little bit. So you start with more narrow-ish. You got the 520s on there. You can throw some 580s. We've got a couple different versions, it looks like, with 580s. Then we go into a 650 Michelin tire. We get a 710. You throw a quad track on there if you really want to. So that's kind of cool. Same tracks come on your quad track. You could also do the Power Flex, which is epic. Yes, sir. Do love that. We even have the High Idler, so that is kind of neat. And of course, the S-Tech, which are just, also, I think with the wheels and the setups and stuff, I think they've accidentally put in the wrong place in our notes. I think there's over 300 combinations for the entire combine harvester now that I'm looking at this. So there's no way you can do 300 tire options. Nonetheless, you got some cool stuff through there. So that's kind of all of that. Now, before I had seen some wheel weights as well. So yeah, there we go. So we are getting some wheel weights if you want to go through those. We do have those. In your Goodyear setups, we have some pretty identical stuff here, though we do have setups for some wide tires. So once you get past all of that stuff, you get into your Goodyear setups. Maybe there are 300 combos in here. I don't know. Rear wheel assist and everything. You go with a wide tire. Big boys, and then we get into duals and singles with weights. It is very possible for you guys to go over here. Let's see if we can find the biggest 1400. So there's your LSW 1400s on there with all-wheel drive with rear wheel weights. Yes, she chunky. And then of course you can go through all of this and you're good. And then you get back to standard again. So maybe there are 300 combos in here. That's a lot. One nice thing as well, they've included wheel colors. So we can change it up from like a silver down to standard. And then we even have a base game gray option. So choose whatever you like. I like the little bit of a darker version there, but you could go with whatever you want. And that's just the 9250. However, once we go down, you're gonna see that the customization options are kind of the same. We can see our dealer decals are the same. Our grain tanks are almost identical. Although I will tell you there's a smaller capacity for the 8250. So be aware of that. Same chopper, same oversized sign. Same pipe options on all of them, same numbers, and even the same wheel setups. So you've got all of that, and then we go down finally into the smallest one, and then of course you can see we have what look to be similar grain tank options that we have on the 8250. So 7250 and 8250, fairly identical there. Big differences, obviously, is engine setups. Whereas normally you would go in and select your engine setup during the customization feature, well, here you've got it all split up for you. And remember, we also have a header that comes with this. You got your Case IH 3162 Terraflex Draper 45 foot. It's a normal header, 4.5 tons, 13.7 meters, 6 miles per hour, and it's using the T510 wheels. I believe those are Trelleborg, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very, very cool setup. Now, right here, we've got a big, massive set for the 9250. So let's jump in here. We'll kind of poke around inside a little bit. take a look. I'm going to throw my headphones on because I want to hear this thing with you. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Here we go. Let's turn it on. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of different animated features in here, different things changing up and doing all kinds of stuff. I do love the AFS Pro 700 jumping right there. That's kind of cool. Of course, you might have been able to see, check out about the center of your screen right here. I don't know if, can I hit shift and it zoom into that? Yeah, look at this. We got the starting key. Love that, man, love that. All right, so we've got all this. I say we hook up to the header right here and we take a look and see a little bit of harvesting action. So we'll get that hooked up, pull it in, looking good. Yes, sir. If you're curious, I've gone for the oh goodness, I can't, the ATI tracks, I think is what I've gone for here. So we got some good stuff. Man, that is a big header. I know it's just a normal 45 foot, but it is pretty massive. So let's pull up our windows here so I can see what I'm doing. Let's go and unfold. I think I've gone for a 40-foot folding pipe here, and this should be more than enough for this header. If you go for the 50, you're really looking at like well, I don't even remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to pull it up because it's just an absolutely massive header. You guys know exactly which one I'm talking about, though. I'm sure you do. Yeah, we've already got the Duras. Yeah, that's right here. So I think if you're going with that 50 foot, you definitely want to pull this up. We'll see. It doesn't look like it's giving us Case IH colors for this, though, which is really interesting. But I'm sure you could change up the color, do whatever you want to here, and you should be fine. You'll find an attachment that'll work with this as well. But you won't. Yeah, you'd be fine. It'll be all right. All right. Let's cut the header on. Probably would help if I own this land, huh? Yeah. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. So we got barley looking good. Here is our fine chopper looking super fine. If we turn that off and we go for a straw swath, should start dropping it here momentarily. Yep. So there it is. Go through the disc a little bit, but that's okay. Dropping the straw like it normally would. But I like this much better. If you're going to go with this, I mean, look at that. It just looks good. Header's looking good. We'll jump inside the cabin right here just to kind of give you guys an idea of what it looks like inside when you're harvesting. It's looking good. Get a little zoom out so we can see everything. It's really hard not to enjoy this. In real life, I know it's a lot of work, but I'd be okay spending my entire day sitting inside one of these and running combine. I'd be totally cool with that. All of your shifters and everything are working as well, so you've got that. Your brake pedals work. You can see your gear shift right here. We've got shifts going into reverse and forwards. And the slower we go forward, the farther it is. And then the more we push it, the farther forward they push that as well. Just like you would see in real life. I wonder if I could do this. So there's that. Can I turn this first person? I don't know if I can or not, man. I am not a first person farmer. All right. I might be better at this than I thought. Cool beans, man. Cool beans. As far as lighting goes, I don't think you're going to have any shortage of lights. Of course, we have standard lighting. Then we've got some rear lights, front working lights, back working lights. And so it's kind of like forwards, backwards, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then none. And there's really not a whole lot more to it than that. It is just an absolutely beautiful, wonderful combine harvester that you guys definitely need to get once it is here. But as far as today goes, that is going to be it for this video. At the end of the day, it is a beautiful combine harvester made for you guys by Custom Modding. Definitely check out Custom Modding, link below, and tell them DJ sent you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, join the GoHam fam, make sure your notification bells are on as well. That way you never miss any videos like this here on the channel in the future. Also, if you want to be a channel member, you can see videos like this and others early just simply by joining the channel. Members $4.99, and that's it. Only one level. That way anybody can join up. All being said, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.